Hey everyone, another week in the AFL to get through. Sir Doug Nicholls round, part one. It does span over 2 rounds. So let's crack into the tips. Not too much else to talk about, really. Alright, first game of the round is Brisbane v Geelong at the Gabba on Thursday. Pretty short money on the Lions to win, 86% of the fan vote, $1.44 on the sports bet companies. And I tend to agree. I think the Lions will win at home. If it was at the MCG or anywhere else, Geelong would be a bit more favoured. But at home, you do have to give the Lions the edge, and I'm going to pick them to win by 21 points. I just think at home. I mean, they haven't been full tilt so far this year, and Geelong have been improving steadily over the year. So Geelong winning wouldn't surprise me, but I just have to go with the Lions to win that one. Going into Friday's two games, which has kind of been a regular occurrence in this season of the AFL. Kind of going to have to get used to a double header on a Friday, which is crazy to say. The first one is Sydney v Collingwood at the SCG. What I feel is a very straightforward game. Look, you can look at the numbers here, 96% of the fan tips. Very short odds in the betting. And yeah, I think it's going to be quite one-sided at the SCG. Sydney probably being the team of the year. Well, you can look at their percentage and stuff. Top of the ladder, only lost one game to the Hawks a while back. And at home, they are a force to be reckoned with. So I think, yeah, it's going to be quite simple for the Swans to get this one done. Swans will win this one pretty big. They'll win by 44 points, in my opinion, at home. Yeah, they'll handle Collingwood fairly simply. All right, next game, second game of Friday, Gold Coast v Port Adelaide, or Yardapulti, if that's how you can pronounce it. Again, another straightforward, probably another game that's going to be over fairly quick. It might be close though, who knows. Port Adelaide have been decent and haven't been getting blown out recently, so. But Gold Coast, up at the TIO Stadium in the Northern Territory, they just don't lose there, and they'll win this one again. Yeah, I don't think this one will be as big a blowout as the first game between Sydney and Collingwood. I will pick the Suns to win by 16 points. I expect Port Adelaide to keep it fairly competitive, but the Suns will be too strong up there at the Fortress. All right, now we get into Saturday with Kawana, aka the Adelaide Crows, taking on North Melbourne at Adelaide Oval. And this one seems fairly straightforward to me as well. Being that it's in Adelaide, it does give a strong edge to the Crows, who haven't been travelling the greatest. 8th v 12, they probably have a similar record. 9-5. 9-5, 5-4, and 4-5. 9's the amount of games they played. Yeah, so one win ahead, the Crows, and I expect them to be 2 wins at the end of this weekend. The Crows by 34 points. I mean, they haven't been really winning too strongly, but yeah, I do expect them to handle North Melbourne pretty soundly. Cool, now we've got a bit of a cracker on the next Saturday afternoon game of the MCG. Nam, aka Melbourne, v Hawthorn, which is quite surprising. The fan tipping is strongly in favour of the Hawks, which kind of surprises me. I think D's are a big chance in this one. Well, they play the MCG expertly this year. All the wins have come at the MCG. Oh, sorry, 5 of their wins have come at the MCG. They've got 1 win at Marvel against the Eagles, of course. But yeah, I think Melbourne do have a very strong chance in this one. Tom Barrass is going to be out again, so does leave Hawthorn's defence a bit exposed. And I'm actually going to pick Nam to win this one. Yeah, I think the D's can get this done. Then again, this could be another one of those backfire moments where the Hawks win it easily. But yeah, I think the D's play the MCG well, and they've got a real strong chance. And I want to pick at least one controversial call. Yeah, I'll pick the D's to win by 11 points. No, sorry, D's to win by 9 points. I think it's going to be a bit of a close classic. Danger game for the Bulldogs here. A couple of weeks ago, this would have been really, really straightforward. It is at Marvel Stadium, which does give the edge to the Bulldogs. That's their favourite ground. They play it the best. Pretty shit at every other ground, to be honest. Do I pick Carlton to reverse their form for the year and get this done? I just have to pick the Bulldogs in this one. They've just got way too much to play for. If they drop this one, finals footy becomes even tougher. This early in the season, they've got a lot of injuries and they've just got to bank as many wins as they can against teams below them. So, Bulldogs by 28 points. I think, yeah, it's probably the same kind of tale for Carlton. They'll keep it competitive for most of it, and the Bulldogs are about to stretch it out to a 4+ goal win. Doggies to get that done. Whoa. Essendon versus Wal Yallop, aka Fremantle. I was about to say, can I mount a case for Essendon in this one? It's 2nd versus 17th, so it's a David and Goliath. I mean, they did get a famous win a couple of years ago, but then again, that was a different Fremantle team, different Essendon team. At the MCG, Fremantle do play it better these days. They're not as exposed there. They use the ground pretty well. And yeah, I can't really mount a case for Essendon to win this one. Yeah, Fremantle by, I think they might blitz the Dons, to be honest. 48 points. And again, Essendon have been pretty competitive, but I think they've got a flogging in the near future, and this seems like a game they'll get flogged. Freo by 48. Then we've got Euroke, aka St Kilda. What are we doing here? Euroke, aka St Kilda, v Richmond at Marvel Stadium. What can I say? I mean, St Kilda do have a few key outs. Naz is going to be out for a few weeks, and Cal Wilkie is I haven't seen the news recently, but he's in doubt for the game as well. So that's 2 big outs for St Kilda. But I still expect them to win this one. They've got so much more to play for than Richmond this year. Even though this is a danger game for the Saints, Richmond could very well win this game. But I'm going to pick the Saints to win in a fairly close one. Saints by 14 points. Yeah, I think the Tigers will hang with them, but the experience and quality in their side at the moment of St Kilda should be able to get it done. So Saints by 14. But now we go into the last game of the round at Optus Stadium. The mighty Wallach Marawa, the West Coast Eagles, my team. Probably going to lose another one here. We're welcoming the Giants into Perth. If the Eagles' form from earlier in the year was more of a thing, more of a repeatable and recognisable brand, then I might give them a chance, but the Giants haven't been travelling too well. They've still got quite a few outs, but yeah, they should be able to be good enough to win this one. Funnily enough, it's 13th versus 15th. They've won 2 more games than us. Their percentage is way better. Do I try and talk myself into picking the Eagles? Nah, that's not a good bet at the moment. Home and away doesn't really matter. Yeah, we have to wait till we back into the year. Might get a couple more wins. We might end up. I don't think we'll get more than 4 wins for the year. So Giants to beat the Eagles. I want to be conservative. I don't want to see another thrashing at home in front of the home crowd. So please, Eagles, keep this to only 22 points for the Giants. Please do that. So let's review. Picking Brisbane, Sydney, Gold Coast, Adelaide, Melbourne, Western Bulldogs, Essendon. No, sorry, fuck no, Essendon. Fremantle. I don't know why the hell that. Yep, sorry, that's oversight on my part. Essendon, no, I'm not picking Essendon to win. Fremantle to win. St Kilda and the GWS Giants. Alright, let's see how that goes in a week's time. Be sure to come back and let me know how many got wrong. And let me know who you think will win for the week. Let me know your tips and what your favourite team is. I'd like to know. Alright, until next week, we'll see more footy tips. Have a good one, and hopefully your team goes well. Go Eagles.